All right, guys. Remember when I said Jaydes was being charged with attempted murder? Well, that charge was just changed to aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, and he's no longer facing life in prison, meaning he actually has a shot at getting out. Now, this was reported on December 12th, about like 3 days ago. However, the day after, it was reported that his bond was set to $10,000, nearly a month after being arrested. You know, I believe Jaydes signed for like over $1 million. So for him and his management to come up with 10K is nothing, meaning he'll 100% make bail. Obviously, this is pretty shocking considering what the original allegations were. I'm not even gonna remind you. You can look it up. I'm sure you know. But anyways, let's see what fans had to say about this. Lol, no one is serving life for attempted murder. The sentence for an attempted murder in Florida depends on the degree of the charge. And yeah, it looks like it's life in prison without parole. Uh-oh. No. Free my demon. This crazy if he beats this. I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of crazy. It would be kind of crazy if he beat this. Not a single Jaydes fan got 10K to the name. Someone else said, Jaydes is about to be a free man, by the way. 10K bond. He's about to terrorize the streets. Let's hope he terrorizes the streets first. Hashtag my goat is back. I'm not gonna lie, Jaydes has a ton of diehard fans, many who are still rooting for him. Also, I just realized that I'm pretty sure you only have to pay 10% of your bond, so that means he only has to pay a band. Yeah, he's definitely getting out. Anyways, here's what they said on the Reddit. Someone said, I used to pray for times like this. They actually pulled it off, yo. Someone said, let's do 500 each. We is unemployed. I'm shocked Florida was so lenient with it, but screw it, that boy coming home. Florida is always lenient. My boy got charged for pulling out a gun on someone 3 times and only got probation every single time. I'm surprised they let me keep my restraining order against him. Oh, I thought it said, oh, baby daddy. What? Okay, never mind. Yo, crazy. Oh my God, we're so back. My goat's coming home. Crazy guy gonna come out trying to finish the job? Nah, that's wild. Y'all are slow and shouldn't be looking up to him still. I don't think they look up to him. I just think they're like crazed fans. Someone else said, what did I tell y'all this crazy? Am I crazy for thinking like this? When X got arrested for domestic back in 2017 and his popular mugshot dropped and when Look at Me dropped, a lot of people were praising him, while others were hating on him and despising him, just like the Jaydes situation right now. And then people literally never canceled him for it after he got released or anything. They didn't really acknowledge it. It didn't really affect his career neither. Do y'all think Jaydes can make a comeback like him? If his lawyer can get him out within 2 years on domestic battery charge, I think it's possible. Bro, if Jaydes gets a sentence like that, his lawyer saved bro's life. Yeah, I don't know who's representing Jaydes, but this guy's got like Better Call Saul or someone. I mean, so about the whole X comparisons, Jaydes was actually at one point getting a lot of hate because fans were comparing him to X. He wasn't even like trying to be like X. I mean, I'm sure he was very inspired, but if you listen to his music, it's not really like X, maybe like some of his sing stuff, but not really, you know what I mean? If you're a Jaydes fan, you get what I'm saying, or just familiar with his music. The other thing too is this guy's saying he's gonna blow up. Now, first of all, I believe 10K Projects dropped him, or at least they removed him from his website, so the whole label situation would have to be figured. But if you just look at his monthly listeners, they've skyrocketed, his streams have skyrocketed. I mean, like, you know, this is like, there's like whole like fandoms over like crazy musicians and like they're super violent. You know, people love these extreme stories, and this really does add to like lore. Now, the difference between X and Jaydes is X was like kind of I mean, sure, he was still pretty big for, you know, those standards, but he hadn't blown up yet. Like, Look at Me was his first song to hit 1 million. So he had some motion, but he wasn't going that crazy. So before all of that, it was kind of like tucked in lore. And by the way, he was super hated, and I don't know, like he just dropped a really good song that made him go that crazy, you know what I mean? Also, I feel like his whole image was being hard and crazy, so it kind of fit. Jaydes was kind of like this emo weird kid, you know what I'm saying? So this is kind of like, it's like the weird kid in class, or you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't think he's making a hit right out of, I don't think he's doing a first day out freestyle. He's probably going like in a mental hospital or something, you know what I mean? Like he needs help. Yeah, that's what I think. Someone said, let's get him out. We need 50 of us to put $20 and we can get him out of jail. So first of all, he does not need 50 of his fans to pitch in $20, but yeah, people are really rocking for him. Someone else said, call the he'll just get assault with a deadly weapon and a domestic battery charge, calling it right now. Probably some extra charges added based off the mugshot. Resisting arrest, assault on an officer, all will make it to court. Trust me, if they can't stick one, they will stick another no matter what in the future. This guy was totally right. You saved the internet. You're welcome. Cookie? Give me my cookie. Yay, man, you did it. They're just trolling him. All right. Now, someone else made a prediction. Jaydes is going to be the largest rapper to come out of the underground right now. His music is amazing. He's versatile. He can sing and rap. He can make plug and beat or rock to indie. therefore allowing for any mood. Not just having one mood to listen to will bring in a different variety of people. He's already at 1.3 monthly listeners. He's about to surpass Autumn, and Autumn been in the game way longer than him. The controversies around him are only making him more and more popular. Regardless of if you are in favor of the moralities of Jaydes, people are going to listen to him and support him until he's a superstar. We always see how fans let go because the artist makes good music. That's how we saw with X. The situation is kind of similar. Both artists being under fire for domestic and people saying free him regardless of knowing if he's innocent or not. Oh yeah, he also has a cult fan base. Now, this guy's not totally wrong, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I just don't think he's gonna be huge. You know, I just think he'll be like, he'll do his thing, you know what I mean? He'll do his thing. And he'll probably come out with some sort of like press release or something and, you know, and go out and say, yo, you know, this happened, I was under this influence, I was in things great, and, you know, people forgive him. And I'm not gonna lie, if he drops some heat, people will forget. They'll forget, you know what I mean? And it'll kind of just be like thing in his lore, you know? But he's never gonna get himself out the underground. That's what the controversies curse him with. You say we saw the same with X, but anyone who wasn't a fan of X's music, deadass just hated everything he had going on. X was pretty much still mostly underground until he dropped Sad and Moonlight. 17 gave him some notoriety. Okay, 17 was when he went mainstream. I mean, like, Kendrick Lamar posted that album, so this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He then says, great artist, incredible potential, not much foresight for his own future though. I mean, I don't know. Like, I think he could. He really could, because he has the talent, you know what I mean? And by the way, I will say it could just be a crazy ex-girl who, you know, hurt to herself. But overall, I'm not gonna lie, this is definitely like one of the crazier things to come out of this whole scene. I mean, I don't know why. Like, you know, Lil Shine is out here fighting he did like a monumental amount of fraud. Jaydes did some super weird stuff. There are a bunch of other rappers who can't talk to people their age. You know, crazy. And yeah, it's really just a sad situation. That's all, to be honest. But yeah, peace.
It might be the biggest loser ever. I totally blew it, and when I say blew it, I mean it, dude. I was talking to this girl I know, and I literally started vomiting in my mouth, and I was trying to play it off and went to the trash like I had to spit, but then I stole a water and they kicked me out the entire venue, dude. I can't stand when shit like this happens, man. I'm sick as So I actually got put out of school on 3 separate occasions, but today I'm gonna tell you about the first and second time I got kicked out of elementary. So back in these days, I was easily the flyest nigga in the camp, sick as goth in the grade. School was super boring for me, and I was a super hyperactive kid. I had the most infractions in my school, and my mom would get emails from teachers every single day. These teachers hated my guts, man. They made it their full-time responsibility to get my ass beat at home. I swear. I got in trouble for singing this song walking down the hall. It was like this. Walking down the hall, scratching my balls. My dick got stuck in the elevator hall. My dick turned green. My girlfriend screamed. That's the end of my ding-a-ling ding. And I got suspended for this in like kindergarten, dude. Like, I swear it wasn't even that bad. The time that I got kicked out of elementary school went like this. So basically, this girl in my class would bully me when I was around 5 or 6, and she would get her friends to call me names and shit. But this one day, I was just sick of it all. We were in the woods in the back of my school, and she got too close after pushing me down on the floor. And I ripped out one of her braids from her hair and held it around like a keychain. And I got sent to the principal's office, and she was just pulverized by the situation and sent me home immediately. The other time I got kicked out of school, this gay kid was trying to play footsies with me. And he kept kicking my foot, and I was in a really bad mood at lunch. So I kind of chokeslammed him from across the table, and I used both hands. I probably got this from WWE or some shit, but I used both hands, grab him by the neck like this, and slam his head down on the lunch table, and I got sent home. That's basically it.